Hi guys! Thanks for watching my channel. I'm Caroline and happy Earth Day! Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd, and in honor of Earth Day, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite sustainable fashion brands so that you can try to help lessen your impact on our Earth, on our oceans. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you're interested in sustainable fashion. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get going. I've spoken about this at length on my channel before, but fashion is one of the top 3 contributors to the pollution of our oceans, of our planet. And if we are making smarter fashion choices in the aggregate, that is going to make a big change. One of the top ways that we can be sustainable in our fashion choices is to not buy new stuff. It's just not realistic for most people to 100% buy thrift. I recognize that, but we can make smarter general decisions. We can be smart about, reducing, reusing, recycling. Don't just wear your clothes once. For example, the shirt that I'm wearing today, I've worn on my channel before. It's my You Really Oughta Recycle shirt from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's made from recycled water bottles. If we are not going to be re-wearing old fabrics as they are, we can be looking for repurposed materials. So, fabric that is made from recycled plastic. There's also a fabric called Tencel. It is made from plant fibers and it uses less water and less land to produce than traditional cotton. It's also produced without, pesticides and chemicals. Cotton can be better than synthetic fabrics that are made from new plastics, new, poly. However, cotton can have a big environmental impact on the workers. It uses a lot of land, it uses a lot of water, and traditionally it uses a lot of chemicals and pesticides to produce. You can go for organic cotton, which is a better choice than traditional cotton. If you're choosing between the two, go for organic. Something that is important to consider is that when you're washing synthetic fabric, microfibers are coming off of your clothing and that ends up in the ocean. It ends up, being eaten by fish. It ends up on our plates as seafood. And that, when I realized that even the clothing that I wear is contributing to the pollution of our oceans, that really struck me. Fashion has a huge impact. It's not just when we're making our purchases, but it follows us back to when we're at home. And so something that we can do is use different tools to try to cut down on the micro shedding that happens when we're just washing our clothing. There are tools such as the Guppy Ball. I will link this in the description down below. I will link as much as I can. The Guppy Ball helps trap those microfibers so that we can take them off the ball out of the wash and throw it away so it's less likely to end up in the oceans. We can also use different laundry bags that have been designed to help trap these microfibers, and this helps us to filter out some of those microfibers and put them safely in the trash before they end up in the oceans. I know that some of you are going to say, hey, but that trash can end up in the ocean too. Yes, it can. Until we come up with a better solution for how to get rid of our trash, this is probably the best way that we can help reduce microfibers into the ocean stream. So at least this is going into the landfill, hopefully getting trapped there before going into the ocean. The more that we can do ourselves, the less trickle-down impact it will have. One really good brand that I would recommend is Girlfriend Collective. They make their products from recycled water bottles. They are thinking about, it's not just the impact from production to the consumer, it's from the consumer and down the line. And something that they do for the down the line is that they will take your old, Girlfriend Collective products and they will, I believe, give you a discount if you return them to them so that they can recycle the fabric and create new leggings. So not only are they creating one product out of recycled fabric, they're redoing it again. You also have brands like Everlane, which is going to give you more of a range than just activewear. They do make organic cotton shirts. They also have a very clean denim production process. This is not advertised enough on their website. They need to advertise this more. I think this is so important. One pair of traditional denim can produce 1,500 liters of polluted water. Everlane has gone ahead and tried to make a change to this process. They have a factory, I believe it's called Cytex, and the factory repurposes that polluted water. It goes through a multi-step filtration process, and the water that ends up coming out of that filtering process is good enough to drink. There's actually videos online of the CEO taking a drink of this filtered water. It is that clean. That is what we need in our denim production. I mean, 1,500 liters per pair. Do you know how many people wear jeans? Do you know how many jeans I have? You know, this is important. You know, Everlane makes great denim. I love their mid-rise and their high-rise styles. I would only recommend their stretchy styles because the non-stretchy is just too stiff in my opinion. But their stretchy jeans are great. Everlane is also great about their ethical production and their transparency in pricing. So they show you the traditional markup that retail would do. They show you, you know, this is how much it costs to make. They also are trying to be ethical in their production process. Supposedly they audit all of the factories that they use for their production, and they evaluate these factories based on fair wages, fair hours, and, you know, the environment that the workers have to work in. I think that's great. Watch the True Cost documentary if you haven't, because the impact of fast fashion on factory workers is very negative. Another great brand to consider is the Reformation. They calculate their environmental impact. They publish their standards for sustainability and production, and they have a lot of trendier styles than places like Everlane. So if you're looking for something super cute, printed, the Reformation is the place to go. It is pricier, so that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking for sustainable shoe options, Rothy's is my brand of choice. These are so dirty and need to be cleaned, but I wanted to show you. I wear these, you know, almost every day. I would say when I was working, at least, I would wear these almost every day. They are, oh, I just dropped them. They are super comfortable and they're washable. Rothy's are made from recycled plastic water bottles, but they are so comfortable. Just because it's made from a recycled plastic water bottle doesn't mean that the fabric is going to be stiff. The shirt that I'm wearing is made from recycled plastic water bottles. It's quite soft. These shoes are quite comfortable and have a lot of movement. If you are still concerned about pricing, I would say to consider a brand like H&M and their Conscious collection. So H&M is one of those fast fashion brands that is making huge efforts toward being more sustainable. They are trying to use recycled fabrics. I believe that over 50% of their production is out of recycled materials, and they're trying to move to 100% by 2030, I believe. Something else that's great about specifically the H&M Conscious collection is that they are trying to use materials like organic cotton, recycled poly, and tencel, and they still have the affordable price point of H&M's, you know, greater line. I also understand that H&M will allow you to bring old clothes in and trade in old clothes so that you can get a discount on, you know, purchasing their new products. That's great too. And they make efforts to ensure that this clothing doesn't end up, you know, just in a landfill. They're reused and repurposed in some way. So again, you don't have to be shopping, you know, just at the Reformation where a dress is over $100, although they have really cute styles. You don't have to be spending, you know, $150 on a pair of shoes. You can find responsibly made and sourced fashion for those lower price points. Like again, Everlane, you can get an organic t-shirt for under 20 bucks. You can get a pair of jeans for under 60 bucks, and it's one of the cleanest denim factories in the world. You can go to H&M Conscious collection and you can find affordable items at $10. So there are different things that we can do to be smart. We can also make pledges not to shop at fast fashion places that don't have these, pledges in place. I want to make smarter choices, and as much as I can, I want to be buying from brands that are responsible and sustainable. I will be leaving information in the description box down below about different brands and things that you can do to make your fashion choices more sustainable. One of the big organizations that I really appreciate is the Ocean Cleanup. They're using advanced technology to pull plastic out of the ocean and to clean up that big Pacific garbage patch. I think it's amazing. Please read about it. If you've made it this far in the video, please leave the word otter in the comments down below so I know that you made it this far. I really appreciate your viewership. Please make smart and sustainable fashion choices as much as you can. Every little bit counts. And until next time, bye.